Folks, y'all might be aware of there's videos now and whole platforms, and should have done this before I started filming. Online, dedicated to, I don't know what you call it. I guess people throw that incel word around, but it's pretty much men enjoying seeing women get hurt. You know, like it's sometimes they mention the word karma, or they mention equality or something like that. And that's, I can't believe we've come to that. We got the over the top, what I call feminist fundamentalist running around, and then we got these idiots. As long as we don't have anybody that makes any kind of sense, huh? Some kind of balanced idea, because you have these guys, these same ones. This is what's so funny. See, if there's anything you can laugh about it. The same ones who seem to like these videos of women getting karma or getting the equality that they asked for, and it usually ends up her getting punched in the face or beat up or something like that. They're the same ones who tell you, they start talking this stuff. It makes them sound like a modern version of a Puritan from years ago. I like to keep my woman safe. She doesn't have to work. And she's supposed to do this and do that, and it's just creepy. It just makes your skin crawl listening to it. But that's kind of what ends up happening. People end up stepping on their own toes as they're trying to make points. As you have the same people right now who would enjoy that sort of thing, who are otherwise sexist, misogynist, and everything else, who all of a sudden are a loud voice in the whole trans thing, where they're trying to say, we don't need these men in here with women. Pick a lane, you know what I mean? Which side are you going to be? All of a sudden you care about women. It's a little annoying. But to me, what does equality look like? And true to my form, it's probably going to piss off everybody. That's what I do. I'm not doing it deliberately. This is just my opinion. You can't have 100% equality. You can't. You could even argue that you can't have 100% between skin colors. Now, I know that sounds wild. Hear me out. I'm saying everybody gets everything. Everybody gets a fair shake, but we're not 100% equal is what I'm saying. I'm saying we should be treated equal and equal opportunity and all that, equal rights. But we're not equal. Like, for example, if there's a guy, African-American guy, and there's me, and we're going to go work out in the sun, one of us is going to have a problem. A lot more than the other one. Simple as that. It's as simple as that. And I don't know if I might have some edge over him at some point. I don't know. But suddenly, listen, I tried to tan a little while back, out back. I haven't given up on trying, but that was awful. That was an awful, awful experience I went through, and it lasted a while. I don't mean a day. I mean, it seemed like it was a week or so I was suffering. So we're not equal. Some of us have got some things over other people. Some people are born taller. Well, you're going to make all the shells shorter? I'm not tall myself. I'm not going to demand that all the shells be lowered. All the ceilings be lowered. I can't reach that bulb. We're not equal. So we have to make considerations for each other, and that should be okay. It should be. Because a lot of the ways that we're not equal, we didn't ask for. We didn't do anything about it. And when it comes to sports and things like that and fighting, there's certain things in people's makeup that's going to make this person be bigger and stronger than that person. And it's not even just men to women. You could have women to women, men to men. I'm not a huge person myself. I'm overweight, but I'm not a huge person. So there's some guys I've seen before, I've been working with, you're looking at them trying to show you how to do something. It's like, my God, he's got gigantic hands. And you're just looking at him, it's like, how did he get all that? And some people can sort of eat whatever they want, and they don't look like this. We're not equal. We're equal value and we deserve equal opportunity and equal rights, but we're not equal. And that part has got to be understood. People blur that together, and that's where the problem is. That's where the problem is. We're equal, but we're not equal. We're all worth the same unless we do something awful that makes us worth less. But all good people are worth the same, and they deserve the same opportunities and the same considerations and the same treatment. That needs to be understood. And in the case of, it's not wrong to, like I always had the mentality, and I don't know who taught me this, certainly not my father, but to give some sort of concessions to women, you know. I mean, you don't let a door slam in a guy's face either, but especially if there's a woman, especially if it's an older woman, you hold that door, you know, just like you make concessions for children. Simple as that. I know that sounds kind of condescending. I don't mean to, I slam those two things together. It sounds bad, but you just, there's nothing wrong with sort of reaching out and helping people and giving people considerations. I mean, as long as you're not being condescending or pandering or anything like that. I don't know why people can't. It's why I made this little series, Nuanced Views, because people can't handle nuance these days. It's black or white. That's it. All down the line. You know, if you're a woman and you want equal rights, you should want somebody. You should have no problem with somebody the size of, you know, Brock Lesnar punching you in the face. Don't complain. And you got, you know, it's saying equal. And you got these women, at the same time, these men, this is what's funny about these men, these really sexist, misogynist men, they're also real picky about a woman, what a woman can look like. You ever notice that? They'll certainly make fun of them for being fat, but also if they try to get muscular, they'll jump on them for that. And then when they can't do the things that men do that they force them into because equal rights, then they make fun of them for that. See, as a person who's been bullied, I'm kind of sensitive to this sort of thing. It's just a nuance, folks. I mean, we can handle that, can't we? Why are we getting so... People worry about AI taking over. We're the ones that's losing common sense. We're making it easy. Because the machines can't handle nuance. They can't... All they do is cold, hard facts. It's either this way or it's that way. It's either hot or it's cold. We're not like that. Not supposed to be. We're supposed to be able to feel it out. We got feelings. We can... Patience, understanding. This situation's like this, but this situation's like that. And we can sort of handle the differences between the two. It's not got to be, well, if this is this way, then the next one's got to be this way. You know, stop making it easy for a heartless world to become a reality. It's become like that. I've seen it in my lifetime. It has been, I saw the tail end of, not that it was great the way it was before, but I saw the tail end of a lot of at least decent ideas just get washed away. I saw the tail end of it. And I'm kind of old-fashioned, so maybe it was going out before me. I don't know, and I just happened to see it because of better vision, so to speak. But I saw the whole ladies first sort of die out thing. You got people smoking and drinking and everything like there's not even any caution to that anymore, like that's not going to kill you. Everybody's got to brag about the whole Mary Jane thing, like that's doing absolutely nothing to you. And don't get me wrong, I think it should be legalized, but, you know, lots of things should be legal that you shouldn't do. I could sit here and slap myself in the face a whole bunch of times, you know. I could take a pen and write a Hitler speech on my chest. Doesn't mean I should do it. You know what I mean? It's about nuance. Common sense. Just deal with the person in front of you. Treat them well. Have some understanding and some consideration. It's not complicated. You're making it more complicated. You think you're simplifying it by making it more complicated. That's the real problem in this when you're trying to straighten people out in this world, is because they're doing both extremes at the same time. Somebody will try to help by saying, "Oh, you're being too extreme this direction." The next person pops up and says, "You're being too extreme that direction." And they're only getting half of it, because it's going both ways. So equal rights, equal opportunity, equal treatment. We all have equal value unless we do something to decrease our value, as in harm other people deliberately. Other than that, just have consideration for the person in front of you. You know, somebody obviously smaller than you, they can't do the same things that you can do. You know, and it even sort of distills down to at a workplace. You go to a workplace and be like, you're struggling to do a job. Another person says, well, such and such can do it, and look at them, and they're somehow less than you. Maybe they're older than you, or they're smaller than you, or they're a woman. And they use that as leverage, like, why can't you do it? It's because people are different. Some people can do some things, and then there's some things they can't do, and other people are the opposite. It works that way. People are people. Treat people as individuals. That's the type of equality that we need. Simple as that. Doesn't mean that we take out some sort of aggression that we've developed in our own heads with another gender or another race or something like that. Just treat people, this person in front of you, as an individual. Treat them how they deserve to be treated. Why is that so complicated? That's weird, isn't it?